time for another 5 minutes or so free advice brought to you by 7 Generation Games. Now, some people really like these video blogs, so this will make them happy that there's another one. Other people really don't like them, and this will piss them off. And both of those outcomes are good by me. Today's topic is more or less graceful aging. Now, some people will tell you that age is just a number, and 50 is the new 30, and 70 is the new 50, and all those people are full of bullshit, let me tell you. Because age is not just a number. I'm 58, and as I get older, I can guarantee to you that the reason that I am not in the shape, able to run as fast or do judo as well as I did when I was 28 is not just because I don't have the right attitude. It's because I have arthritis and things are getting tougher to do. Old injuries are piling up. And for example, I went to the doctor the last year. I went several times and said, my hand hurts. I can't choke people, which if you do judo bothers me. I It hurts all the time when I type, when I do anything, it really hurts. And they told me put cream on it, put a splint on it. Finally, the last doctor I went to, I said, look, if I say something hurts, it really fucking hurts. So I'm not going to accept that, oh, well, you're old. And so now you can't really tell here, but right here they took a tendon out of my arm and then they replaced the, the ligament that was in my thumb that really didn't work with, see if you can show it to you here. All the way up here, they cut off the ends of both bones and then they put a new ligament in here that they made out of that tendon. And then in between the bones, they took some more of that tendon they'd taken out and replaced the cartilage that wasn't there. So that was kind of a major thing. And before that, I was doing 30 push-ups a day. Well, now I can't do push-ups because of my hand. So I do 30 crunches or I do 30 sit-ups. So point number one, don't accept that things shouldn't work on you or should hurt just because you're older. Thing number two, if you can't do something like push-ups, do something else. So maybe you're not going to be in the shape that you were at 28, but you can be in the best possible shape you can be in at 58. So I talked about being physically in the best shape you can be for your age, but what about mentally? I know people that when we were in middle school, high school, I would say we're all pretty bright. And now I look at them and it's like they lost 40 IQ points. Like, you had an accident? Did you have like traumatic brain injury? But what it is they got into some job where they went into the office every day and they filed papers and came home and they watched TV. And I believe that the brain's kind of like a muscle where you use it or you lose it. Where are you going to have those words in your vocabulary if you never come across them, if you don't read, if you don't play video games that maybe bring those words up? And I was surprised to find that a not insignificant percentage of the people that play our games were people over 60 because there's a form that asks how old you are. And in talking to some of those people I met at tweet ups or tweeting back and forth with them online, I find out that they have the same idea I do, that the games that are third through eighth grade math and they have vocabulary in them, like what's crepuscular mean, or idioms like what's birds of a feather mean, that they look at those as sort of the mental equivalent of my 83-year-old mother's walking around the lake or my 30 sit-ups in the morning. That it's not writing a dissertation in mathematics, but it's something that you have to say, okay, well, how many meters are there in a kilometer, or how many kilometers are in a mile anyway, or solving word problems, that those types of things just sort of are a little extra exercise for your brain. So whether you use our games or do Sudoku, read the New York Times, the National Geographic, whatever it is that you do, I think it's really super important to consider exercising yourself physically, exercising yourself mentally, and having that attitude that, okay, maybe you're not 28 years old, but you can be a just complete fucking rocking awesome 58-year-old.